those transactions relevant for sales side, you have to know how to record by using accounting equation information relevant for sales. Think about all the business organization, available sales and purchase. Sales available and purchase available. Therefore, there are 5 transaction effect for sales side. First one, cash sales. Second one, credit sales. Third one, sales return. Fourth one, cash receipts from debtor and discount allowed. And last one, bad debts. Therefore, you have to know how to record by using accounting equation transaction relevant for sales side. Think about this example. Using the accounting equation, show the impact of above transaction number 1 to 5 with value. State whether each value increase plus, decrease minus in front of the value. Those are the transactions. There are 5 transactions. Those are related for sales side. Cash sales, credit sales, sales return, then cash received from debtor and discount allowed, as well as bad debts. At first one, write the accounting equation. Basic equation, assets equal liability plus equity. Basic equation, assets equal liability plus equity. Then this equation, assets equal liability plus equity. Effect for equity, there are 4 transactions. Income and expense, as well as owner introduce cash as a capital, additional capital, and drawings. There are 4 transaction effect for equity. Income, expense, additional capital, and drawings. Therefore, equity can be divided by further 2 parts, capital plus return on it. Capital and return on it. If it is given like that, under retained earning column should be recorded income and expense. And additional capital and drawings should be recorded under capital columns. Basic equation, assets equal liability plus equity. Sometimes it is given like that. Sometimes it is given equity separately. If it is given separately like that, capital and return earning, you have to know how to record transaction. In this situation, under retained earning columns should be recorded income and expense. Therefore, try to record transaction number 1 to 5 by using this equation. First one, write the equation again. Therefore, this is equation, assets equal liability plus equity, and equity also given separately, capital and return earning. Right now, see the transaction number 1. Sold goods with cost value 300,000 for 500,000 on cash. Think about sold goods with cost value 300,000 and selling price is given 500,000 on cash. Therefore, first one is stock decrease. As a result of sales, effect for asset decrease as a stock. Asset decrease as a stock. Stock decrease as well as cash increase. Asset increase as a cash. Selling price effect for cash 500,000. Asset increase as a cash. As a cash. Then difference value profit. Think about difference value equal 200,000. If it has given equity as one item, should be recorded under equity. But if it has given equity separate like that, profit should be recorded under retained earning columns. Therefore, retained earning increased 200,000 as a profit. Profit on sales. That is a profit. Effect for retained earning increase. But if it has given equity as one item, should be recorded under equity. If it is given separately like that, profit should be recorded under retained earning columns. Then the second transaction, also relevant for sales, but it has given credit sales. Credit sales effect for trade receivable. Trade receivable equal debtors. Think how to record second transaction. Sold goods with cost value 500,000 for 900,000 on credit. Very important on credit. Therefore, asset decrease as stock 500,000. As a result of sales, stock decrease 500,000. Asset decrease as stock 500,000. And on credit sales. Credit sales effect for debtors. Debtors equal trade receivable. Therefore, asset increase 900,000 as debtors. Therefore, debtors equal trade receivable. Trade receivable equal debtor. Asset increase. Think about stock decrease as well as asset increase as a trade receivable. Then difference value profit. Difference value profit. Therefore, profit, if it has given retained earnings separately, if it has given retained earnings separately, if it has given equity separately like that, profit should be recorded under retained earning columns. Therefore, profit equal 400,000. It should be recorded return earning columns. Increase as a profit. Description as a profit. Think equity given separately. Sometimes it has given equity as a one item. In this situation, under equity should be recorded. But if it has given equity separately, income and expense effect should be recorded under retained earning columns. Then think about third transaction, very important. It is relevant for sales return. The return of the goods sold on credit for 50,000. It cost value, it has given 35,000. That is a sales return. Think about credit sales, it opposite side. Return of the goods sold on credit for 50,000. Think about as a result of sales, stock decrease, debtor increase. If it has returned, it opposite side. Therefore, now stock increase, effect for stock cost value. Therefore, stock increase 35,000. And debtor, trade receivable decrease 50,000. Effect for trade receivable selling price. Therefore, debtor equal trade receivable. Trade receivable decrease 50,000. Difference value profit. Therefore, profit part of retained earning, part of equity, but given equity separately. Therefore, profit and loss should be recorded under retained earning columns. Therefore, now difference value effect for return earning decrease 15,000. That is a profit on sales return. That is a profit on sales return. That is a profit, but sales return. Profit on sales return. Profit on sales return. Think effect for return earning decrease now. Effect for return earning decrease, that is a profit on sales return. That is not loss. That is a profit on sales return. Then think about fourth transaction. Try to recognize how to record transaction relevant for sales side. Next one, it has given fourth one, cash received from debtor. Cash received from debtor, it has given 620,000 and discount allowed is given 30,000. Cash received from debtor 620,000 and discount allowed 30,000. Think about cash received from debtor. Effect for cash increase 620,000. Asset increase 620,000 as a cash. As well as it has given discount allowed also. Therefore, it is effect for debtors also. Debtor is assets. Therefore, effect for debtor both value. As a result of cash receipts, as well as a result of discount allowed, both value effect for trade receivable decrease. Therefore, debtor decrease by total value. Total value equals 650,000. Debtor decrease both value cash received amounts as well as discount allowed, both value effect for trade receivable decrease. Therefore, asset decrease as a trade receivable 650,000. Cash received amounts and discount allowed, both value effect for trade receivable decrease. And discount allowed is expense. Therefore, expense should be recorded under retained earning columns. If it has given equity as one item under equity, but if it has given equity separately, discount allowed is expense, income and expense, it effect should be recorded under retained earning columns. Therefore, retained earning minus 30,000 as a discount allowed. As a discount allowed, retained earning minus as a discount allowed. Then think last transaction relevant for bad debts. Rupees 35,000 worth of debtors are written off as a bad debts. Therefore, think how it records bad debts. What's the meaning of bad debts? Debtor value, it is confirmed, cannot be recovered. Therefore, debtor value cannot be recovered. That value should be considered as expense. Effect for debtor decrease, that is expense. Therefore, transaction 5, effect for debtor decrease 35,000. Asset decrease as a debtor. Debtor equal trade receivable. Trade receivable. Therefore, debtor it is equal trade receivable. Think bad debts also effect for debtor decrease. As well as equity decrease, reason bad debts is expense. Therefore, if it is given separately capital and return earning, income and expense, it effect should be recorded under retained earning columns. Therefore, retained earning decrease as a bad debts. As a bad debts. Therefore, retained earning decrease 35,000 as a bad debts. Think how to record transaction relevant for sales side. Sales. And sometimes it has given assets and liabilities separately. Sometimes it has given assets and liabilities separately. You have to know how to record if it has given assets and liabilities separately. Think about this equation. Also, accounting equation. Assets equal liability plus equity. It has given equity also separately as a capital and return earning. And asset also given separately, property, plant and equipment, stock, trade receivable, that's a debtor, and cash balance. As well as equity given separately, capital and return earning. Liabilities also given separately, trade payable, other payable, as well as loans. Now think how to record by using this equation. Transaction relevant for sales sides. Think about first transaction. It has given transaction number 1, cash sales. Think how to record cash sales. It has given sold goods with cost value 300,000 for 500,000 on cash. Now think about stock decrease 300,000. Stock minus 300,000. Asset decrease as stock. As well as cash increase 500,000. Cash increase 500,000. Now it has given asset separately. Asset it has given separately. Therefore, description no need written. Description no need written. Stock decrease 300,000 and cash increase 500,000. Difference value profit 200,000. But given equity separately as a capital and return earning, therefore profit should be recorded under retained earning columns. Under capital column should be recorded only additional capital and drawings. But income and expense, it effect should be recorded retained earning columns. Therefore, retained earning increased by 200,000. That is a profit. No need to written description now. Reason it has given separate. Therefore, stock decrease, cash increase, as well as retain earning increase. Equity also given separately. If it has given equity as one item, under equity column can be records. Then the second transaction relevant for credit sales. Sold goods with cost value 500,000 for 900,000 on credit. Think credit sales, cash is not received, receivable, those are called trade receivable debtors. As a result of credit sales, also stock decrease. Effect for stock cost value 500,000, stock decrease, and credit sales effect for trade receivable, it is equal debtors. Therefore, trade receivable increased by 900,000. Difference value 400,000 profit. It has given equity separately as a capital and return earning. Therefore, profit should be recorded under retained earning columns. Difference value equal 400,000. That is a profit on sales. And think about third transaction. It is relevant for sales return. The return of the goods sold on credit for 50,000. Its cost value is given 35,000. That is a sales return. It has given credit sales return. Therefore, think about second transaction, it opposite side. If it has given sales return, stock increase. Stock increase, effect for stock cost value, as well as trade receivable decrease, effect for trade receivable selling price, and difference value, profit on sales return. It is effect for retained earning decrease 15,000. Profit on sales return. And fourth transaction, it has given cash receipt from debtor as well as discount allowed. Think about fourth transaction. Cash receipt from debtor. Debtor equal trade receivable. Debtor means trade receivable. Therefore, cash receipt from debtor. Debtor equal trade receivable. Therefore, cash receipt from debtor it has given 620,000 as well as discount allowed also given. Think about cash receipts effect for cash increase. Therefore, cash increase 620,000. Discount allowed also given. Discount allowed is expense. If it is expense, effect for equity decrease. But given equity separately, if it is given separately like capital and return earning, income and expense effect should be recorded return earning columns. Therefore, discount allowed is expense. Therefore, retain earning decrease 30,000. And cash received amounts as well as discount allowed both value effect for trade receivable. Therefore, effect for trade receivable decrease by total value 650,000. Effect for trade receivable decrease both cash received amounts as well as discount allowed. Then think last transaction number 5. 35,000 worth of debtor are written off as bad debts. Bad debts is expense. Effect for debtor decrease. Think what it is confirmed debtor value cannot be recovered. That's a bad debts. Effect for debtor decrease. Therefore, debtor minus 35,000 as well as bad debts also expense. Expense effect should be recorded retain earning columns. But if it has given equity as one item, under equity column should be recorded. But now it has given equity separately as a capital and return earning. Therefore, income and expense effect should be recorded retain earning columns. Under capital column should be recorded only additional capital as well as drawings. Therefore, those are the transactions relevant for sales sides. Think what basic equation I have discussed. This is a basic equation. Assets equal liability plus equity. Equity also given separately as a capital and retain earning. If it has given equity as one item, think how it records. If it has given equity separately as a capital and return earning, under capital column should be recorded additional capital and drawings. Therefore, try to recognize how to record transaction relevant for sales side. This is a basic equation, and this is the equation. It has given separately assets, liability, and equity.